Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today we are talking XRP. I want to take today an opportunity today really to talk about the long-term and the short-term price action, and specifically taking a look at the amount of XRP that's held by specific investors, right? So we're going to jump into the world of kind of wallet data, looking at how much XRP is held by which levels and that kind of good stuff, and what that might mean for the longer term price action versus that of the shorter term price action. So as I get into today's video, if you do find it useful, informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, and in doing so you will not miss another video that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. So let's talk XRP, right? So if we take a look at the wallet counts, which can be seen, members know this, membership.𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏.io, the website there, if you're a member, you'll get access to this data. Now, there are, I think it's there 2,114 wallets that have more than 1 million XRP in them, right? So there's a significant number of holders out there that have been accumulating quite aggressively over the last year or so in terms of XRP, right? So a significant amount of that supply is held at that particular level. Now, that's pretty bullish, right? Because we start thinking about the amount of money that it takes to invest in XRP at these levels, and what that might mean for the longer term price action, right? So short term, we obviously see a lot of volatility. We can see that the markets have been pretty volatile and moving downwards quite a bit and quite aggressively. But for the accumulation that's been happening, it's actually been very positive, and for the long term that actually means that we have pretty bullish outlooks in terms of where XRP could be going over the next 1 to 2 years. So 2,114 wallets that have more than 1 million XRP, right? Pretty good. Now, you can go deeper than that, and we actually discovered that there's 1,987 wallets that actually hold a total of 42 billion XRP, which is approximately 80% of the circulating supply of XRP, and it's held by 1,987 holders. Now, this will split opinions as to whether or not we are bullish or bearish on that, or whether we think that's a good thing or a bad thing. And this is specifically just because there's a lot of the supply, 80% of the supply, being held by just a few, right? So we can argue centralization, decentralization, and all those kind of things. And so for me, I think this is a good positive sign, because it means you're not going to have the same problems that you potentially do have with Bitcoin at the moment, which is that there's a lot of really small holders, as in people who hold maybe one Bitcoin. And when it's really heavily decentralized like that could cause lots of problems, specifically if smaller investors are the ones that are holding the majority. So when we see larger institutional level investors holding, 80% of the supply, and it's only 1,987 of those, that actually gives me some positivity to think that actually they're not going to see as much volatility in that next bullish market. So there's some positives there. There are, of course, the obvious concerns, which are that they will eventually start liquidating their assets. And those assets will get liquidated on the way up more likely than anything else. And so we have to be realistic at the same time and thinking, okay, well, we'll see some pretty decent price action. That price action will, of course, lead pretty decent profits across the board. But, we shouldn't trick ourselves into thinking that we have those kind of moonshots, because these particular types of investors with 42 billion XRP, they're not looking for 100x opportunities. They're probably more than happy with a 10x position, right? And so we have to be realistic to a point. But it is pretty positive, I think, that we've seen heavy accumulation for XRP, and that continues to remain the case. Now, short term, I still expect more volatility. I do expect XRP's price probably to see another 20% drop, something to that effect, to the downside. So I don't think there's anything really majorly concerning about the price action on the smaller timeframes. I do expect some decent discounts, where we can take advantage of those fantastic offers out there, so we can continue to accumulate at these kind of discounted levels. Now, long term, I think we're going to be very successful. I would not be surprised if we see very significant gains in the future. Talking 1-2 years down the line as we're in the next bull market, and all that wonderful stuff. But we should prepare ourselves for the move to the downside as well. Now, if we just kind of briefly talk about the SEC and Ripple, obviously the 29th of September, what people are dubbing the victory party over in New York City. We don't know, what that means. We do know, though, that the SEC are struggling with the amount of court cases they've got going on. And this could basically indicate to us that maybe settlement's in negotiation right now, right? Maybe the SEC and Ripple are negotiating settlement. And that could basically be announced down at the New York party on the 29th of September. And of course, there's lots of speculation around the IPO as well, which I do think if you have a settlement, then that's likely to occur. So I think there's a lot of positivity to be seen across the board for XRP. It's good to see accumulation happening, although we can argue about 80% of the supply is sitting with just a handful of people. And you can let me know in the comments below what you think of that. But I'm pretty positive and bullish on XRP long term, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I think I'm going to wrap this video up right there, just a brief update on what's going on right now in terms of XRP. If you found it useful, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one.